Hi everyone, welcome to the first video tutorial on how to use Autodesk Inventor Professional 2014. This is Mr. Huyn, and I'm here to show you how to use this awesome 3D modeling software. So, my first tutorial, I'll be covering a basic setup tutorial. So how to set up the program so we're ready to model when we start our project. Right, so getting started. When you open up the software, you double click on the icon, the software loads, and this window pops up. Right, it's the welcome window. The very first thing we need to do is to configure our default template. Right, so down this bottom corner here, when you click that, this window pops up. Now, I've already set it, but if it's your first time launching, it's usually set into inches and ANSI. So, what I need you to do is to click on millimeters. We work in millimeters because in Australia we work to metric system and not the imperial system, and the drawing standard we use is ISO. So ISO stands for International Standards Organization, and that's the standards that Australia works to. ANSI is the American National Standards Institute. BSI I think is a British one. I can't remember what the other ones are. That doesn't matter. All you guys need to know is that we work in millimeters and we work in ISO. So once you get these two checked, you click OK, and this other window will pop up. Now what this window is asking you, or is telling you, is that the default template will be replaced with our selection. We select the drawing standards and measurement unit. Simply click overwrite, and that's it for that. Now, it's a good habit to, each time you run this software, to click on this anyway and double check, because you never know if someone else uses it and options might change back. Just make sure you double check this, or else it will be kind of annoying when you're working in inches and you really want millimeters. So make sure millimeters is checked and ISO. Now when you first launch it like I did, and this gray OK is missing, sorry, it's unclickable, all you got to do is just click out, click back in, and now it's highlighted and you can click on it now. It's a clickable button now. So make sure it's millimeters, ISO, click OK, alright, and that's the first part that you have to do once you launch Inventor. Okay, so the next step that I'd like everyone to do is have a look at the Essesntial Skills video. Alright, so if you click on the overview, it takes you or that window closes and it gives you these 4 videos to check out for the essential overview. What I want you to look at is the first video and the view navigation. So the overview gives you a brief overview of the software, what it does. For your information, it's a 3D modeling software that is able to create parts, put those parts together to form assemblies, and then those parts can also be made into drawings for documentation. So like floor plans, engineering drawings, that type of thing. All technical drawings come from the 3D models that we're going to create using this software. Okay, so I only need you to look at the overview and the view navigation. The work features and AutoCAD import, not so important right now, so you can skip that for now. Just check out overview and view navigation. So these videos, you can just simply click on them. Click on them, yep. It brings up a new window, and you just press play, and it runs you through a very short tutorial. These videos only run from between 1 minute and 2.5 minutes, so it's not long. So I do advise you check out these videos before you get started on modeling our projects. I'll also have tutorials on how to do the projects later on as well. So that's the first 2 videos I wanted you to check out. The other one is we bring back the welcome screen. By the way, if you happen to load Inventor and your welcome screen doesn't pop up, you can find it here. Okay, so this part here is called the ribbon. Right, under this tab called Getting Started, there's these 3 tabs here. Under Getting Started, this ribbon, there's a welcome button. Press that, and it brings up this initial welcome window that launched when we started. So if yours doesn't pop up automatically because this has been unchecked, simply click on that and it pops up for you. Now the other set of videos I need you guys to check out is the fundamentals video. There should be 4 videos here. They're with sketches, parts, assemblies, and drawings. Now I need you to watch each of those ones. Now these are only 2.5 minutes each, approximately. It's a bit of homework for you guys to do. I figured that, look, there's no point in me reinventing the wheel. These tutorials are pretty good at summarizing the basics of what you need to do. I can go over the features in more detail once we work on the project, so you can actually apply what you've learned to the projects we work on. Our first project will be the doorstop. I will do tutorials on that soon after I finish this one. Okay, so sketches, parts, assemblies, and drawings. Now, covered that. Yep, so make sure you watch all these videos. Alternatively, some of you, or for those of you who want to download this software from home, it is free for students. So if you get a student license, you can download this from home. I'll provide a cheat sheet along with these videos with the summary of everything I cover in the video, or the main points that are important, including the links that I mentioned. Now, you can download Inventor Professional 2014 from home, and it's free for students. You get a 3-year free license, so you can do some of this work from home too, or for those eager beavers out there, you can work on your own projects or do a bit of extra work on it. Finish it from home if you don't finish it at school, the drawings I mean. And I'll provide the links on how to do that, or where to get started on a document. Okay, what was I talking about? Okay, so fundamentals, sketches, parts, assemblies, and drawings. Okay, if these videos don't work at home, it is probably because you haven't downloaded Flash Player plugin. Now, from my experience, what you need is the Flash Player plugin for Explorer. I downloaded the one for Google Chrome, and it still wouldn't play, even though I had the Chrome Flash Player plugin installed. So I went to the forums, found the solution to that, and what you have to do is download the Flash Player plugin for Windows Explorer, and then these videos will work inside Inventor Professional. So this window will pop up, and this video icon will appear. Otherwise, you get this message on the top that says, please install Flash Player plugin to view this video. Okay, your alternative is, if you can view these videos. All these videos are also online in the help browser. So I'll provide this link for you too. This is all online. So the Autodesk Inventor 2014 help under Essential Skills video. Once again, there's the overview, view navigation. These two we can ignore for now. These 4 that I need you guys to check out: create sketches, create parts, create assembly basics, and drawing creation. So let's show you what it looks like when you click on that. It loads a player, and you can play video on how to make a part and the basics of that. Yep. So if you can't access this for whatever reason, they are available in a web browser format too. So if you chuck this address into your web browser, you can also get access to these videos to review. And it's a great starting point. So once you've covered sketches, parts, assemblies, and drawings, you'll be ready to tackle the projects that we work on in class. Okay, so I've covered that bit. What's next? Oh yes, okay, one additional thing. This gradient background may not be great when I play this back on video, so I'm going to change that. This is optional. You don't need to do this, but you can. And the way I do that is, once we get started. Okay, so if I go back to the welcome screen, right, I can either go here new, or I can go here new, but this will look more familiar to you. So once I go to the welcome screen, when we start a new drawing, these are the recent files. I've done them already, so we can use them as samples for my tutorials later on. Once I go to new, this window pops up. Now, we've set the standards to millimeters and ISO. Okay, there's a metric folder here too. Ignore that. That's a bit too complicated. That's not important. Since our defaults have been set to the template, all you gotta do is make sure the template's highlighted. And these are the 4 things, 4 different types of files we can make. We can make a part file. A part file is the most basic 3D object we can make. An assembly file is where you can chuck 2 or more parts together to make them together. So let's say, for example, our doorstop, you can make the doorstop base, you make the top part of the design, and you can stick them together in one space to create your assembly. That's what they call it, assembly. And a drawing file, this is to create the 2D drawings, the documentation, the engineering drawings of our 3D part, and presentation files. These are used to create exploded views. So, like, if you guys know, if you guys seen the IKEA or Lego construction assembly documentation, Yep, so you got the exploded views. This is what presentation files are used for, exploded views. So how to assemble things together. We can do this with this software. It's pretty funky. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to choose a standard part. Click on standard. All right, we're creating a part file, standard part, and just make sure that the units are in millimeters, not in inches. If it's in inches, you've done something wrong. Go back, review the video, find out what options to click to get that corrected, and continue on from there. But for now, I just need to create or start a standard part so that I can show you how to change the background color. So let's create, and that loads me to the first part. Okay, now we don't need this right now because I've covered these tutorials already, so I can close that. Okay, so this, I'll quickly go through different areas of our workspace in Inventor. This gray area here, this is our workspace. So this is a 3D space that we design and model our object in. To the left is the feature tree. I'll go through that in more detail once we start making a part. Up here, as I've mentioned before, are the ribbons. So 3D model, it's now got a lot more tabs, as you can see. So each tab has different tools that you can use. And what we want to do, as I said before, this is optional. I want to change this background to white because it will make my screen a lot more clearer to see when I replay it on a video player. So the way I go there is I go to Tools, go to Application Options, and I go to the Colors tab, right? Color tab. So as you can see here, it's gray in the background, right? There's many options you can choose from to change the colors. I'm going to choose, firstly, it's the gradient. Gradient means it's one color that transforms or that gradients to another color, changes to another color. We don't want that. We want a solid white color in the background. Or I want a solid white color because it makes viewing easier on a projector. So I'm going to go to one color. Now it's one color light blue. I don't want that. I don't want dark blue. What I want is presentation. Presentation will make my background white. It will make it a lot easier for you guys to see on a projector or on your computer monitors. Once I'm happy with that, I press apply and close. Okay, there we have it. Now I've set up my window or my software so that I'm ready to start my model. What else do I need to cover before I wrap up? I'll provide, as I said, a cheat sheet with summaries of things I went over in this video tutorial. I'll wrap up for now, and I'll start the next tutorial on how to draw our first part, which will be the doorstop base. Thank you for listening, and have fun modeling. Cheers.